Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Chevy Great Day. Today is such an exciting day because, well, we're here with the Chevrolet team and right in front of us, Silverado EV for its first official trip out here on the West Coast. We're here in Los Angeles area and seeing the RST model for the Silverado EV, the new first edition. It looks absolutely stunning with this new metallic blue. I'm not sure in the exact name, but I'll put it over on the screen if they've announced it. Anyways, backing up, what are your first impressions of this truck? Now, I know they announced it and launched it over at CES recently, and seeing it in person for the first time myself, I am very, very just stunned because this is the future right in front of us. With this model, you're getting more horsepower ever, specifically 664 horsepower, 780 pound-feet of torque, and with a special launch control mode, that being wide open watts, you've got a 0 to 60 of less than 4.5 seconds. Now, the all-new Silverado EV is riding on the Ultium platform, and with this package right in front of us, you are going to look at about 400 miles of driving range, which is very impressive, and 350 kilowatt an hour charging base. So when it comes to charging, they're saying that you can get 100 miles in just 10 minutes. And on the freeway, let's say if you use this vehicle for work or you're trailering, you can use a Super Cruise with a trailer out back. So imagine hauling with an electric vehicle that has up to 10,000 pounds of towing capacity, pulling over, charging it back up, and not paying any money for gas. I mean, the future is definitely looking crazy, and I cannot wait to see these things start hitting the streets. So getting closer with these 24-inch wheels all around, all four corners of the new Silverado EV. You do have automatic adaptive air suspension, plus you can raise it up to 2 inches on its own with the computer systems inside the vehicle, which for off-road capability and versatility, that's definitely going to come in handy. So please don't come at this vehicle with the wrong mindset. You can still have fun off-road with this EV, and it's built for that versatility, which is why I think it's just selling so well right now. Last I heard, the order banks when it comes to reserving your spot was selling out like crazy, and we're seeing that not just with this new Silverado EV, but even with other new EVs hitting the market, like the new Hummer EV. But one last thing, for the wheels, you actually have four-wheel steering. So when it comes to tight maneuverability, let's say you go into a parking lot, when you turn the wheels, the back wheels, the angle of attack will actually counter what you're doing up front to make the rotation tighter. And then what they're saying is for higher speed, you'll have more stability when it comes to turning. So one drawback with a bigger vehicle, as always, with a big wheelbase is turning and maneuvering it. But with this new four-wheel steering setup, it is definitely going to help with that. Plus, with maneuverability when it comes to trailering a big vehicle, because I know firsthand when it comes to trailering, that can be a bit difficult at times. However, it's got the technology within the vehicle to definitely support the more easier of use setup. Another really cool thing to highlight is that when it comes to the tailgate technology, this has got, I think, the most versatile tailgate setup on the market. First off, the key word for the tailgate design is called the multi-flex, and you have these two really unique physical buttons on either side of this rear view camera. And we're here with Todd with Chevrolet. Do you mind if you show us how this multi-flex tailgate works for this vehicle? So that's like your stepping panel down below, right? I think altogether this is a 6-way adjustable tailgate, right, Todd? And then you can even adjust even further if you need even more space in the back with the mid-gate underneath the Silverado logo. That folds down, and they're going to show us exactly what that's like shortly. That's one.
2 would be if you want to get in and reach more.
I gotcha.
3 would be that. 4 would be this.
So if you are like trailering something extra long, you leave that up in the back.
5 is this, and then 6.
And then do you mind if you show us from the inside how the mid-gate functionality actually works?
Sure will.
Perfect. So step 1 of the process, readjust the seats. So altogether, having the mid-gate pulled down, you then have 10 feet 10 inches of storage space to work with. So when it comes to a practicality and the utility focus of a pickup truck, this Silverado EV has you covered in basically every single facet you can imagine. So no matter what your background is, if you just want to save gas and not hurt the environment, you can get one of these Silverado EVs. Or if you are a construction worker or businessman where you're hauling a ton of different work equipment all around, the team here has you covered for whatever job you want to tackle. And when it comes to availability, when the vehicle is on the market, they're going to have a ton of upgrades out back where you can physically mount different panels and storage compartments within the truck bed itself for that usability depending on your work environment. And then the practicality doesn't just end there, because this being an EV, you've got a trunk up front, that being specifically an e-trunk, and this is completely weather sealed. You can fit your suitcases up here if you like, and the space it's just massive, I have to say. And you have an actual charging port again, because this is an EV, so you can charge whatever equipment you have on the go when you're driving. So the beauty of this again is, since you don't have that big V8 sitting here in the middle and all the batteries are way down low, the dual motor setup gives you so much use out of the vehicle, so you can focus on using all that technology to your benefit. Lastly, before we hop inside to go over all the technology from the interior, one other benefit that the team learned they had with using the Ultium battery system down below is that they could completely reshape the aerodynamic design of the vehicle. So what you'll notice with it is that walking to the side right here, the cockpit, or where you sit, is closer forward in the front end, is much shorter than a typical pickup truck. This gives you much better visibility when you're driving, and they're using this extra space with the wheelbase to give you more legroom out back. So if you're 6 feet tall, you should have no worries at all sitting in the back. Another focus was the aerodynamic efficiency, because being EV, you don't need to have a big focus anymore on massive intake grills all over the front end to cool down and give intake air for that engine. So the focus is designed to push the air alongside the sides of the vehicle to limit drag. And by limiting drag, you're not just getting better acceleration for that 0 to 60, but also you are effectively increasing your range for that 400-mile range. So the Chevrolet team is actually saying this has got one of the lowest drag coefficients of any pickup truck on the market. Plus the design of these wheels themselves, you can see how it's completely covered and blocked off. This is, again, to help with the aerodynamic slipstream effect all around the vehicle, allowing it to have very aerodynamic wheels to give you better range over time. Alrighty, here we go, hopping inside the all-new Silverado EV. Very excited about this, because this interior looks absolutely stunning all around us. I'm a big fan of this two-tone right here with the white and dark gray or black. The design is very interesting with this stitching. So you have blue stitching and a white tubing along the inside, and then up top where the headrest is, you've got blue and then red stitching. So definitely the craftsmanship inside this truck it's one of the best pickup trucks I've really ever seen for the way it's designed. You've got the Chevrolet official micro suede, the same style suede you'll see in like your C8 Corvette or our C8R, which is a ton of fun. But let's go ahead and hop inside and see what the first ever EV Silverado is like. A side step down below, being very gentle, because this is a prototype test vehicle. Here we go. Just shut the door in, so I've got the fans on. Oh my gosh, this 17-inch diagonal display right here in the middle is absolutely incredible looking at it. This is the future right here. This is next gen. And right here it's showing us the Ultify system, the built-in software where you can actively update it, and the entire vehicle, like a computer, will update so your range can improve, or the performance of the vehicle could improve depending on how you've got it set up or when you buy it. Right now it's set up on a demo mode because this is a prototype vehicle, but I'll just keep the camera placed right here on this front 11-inch LCD display right in front of us. So it shows us our battery percentage, our mileage, our 4,800 fake miles, because this is a demo vehicle. To our right we have our radio station or our soundtrack selected, and then our trip information on the left. Up front, you actually have a 14-inch heads-up display system, which is not activated because this is a demo vehicle again, but no problem at all there because for the finish of production car, it's gonna work. To our right, we have special settings for your trailer system. So with the cameras, you can actually infuse them so you can see your blind spots when you're driving or backing into a spot just like that, and your tow hitch. So when it comes to the practicality and ease of use, this being an EV, it's got all the technology you can possibly imagine in a production vehicle. The displays, again, this is just really, really awesome sitting in here. The finish, it's very unique because towards the middle, it's not quite, I would say, a leather finish. It's like a rugged, texturized panel on the side where it gives you driver confidence, whereas like, I feel like this can get dirty. The environment can hit this, and I don't think it's gonna have any damage or wear significantly over time. Towards the middle, underneath this panel, we have your cup holder and storage compartment. You can actually fit, if I slide this back, an entire portable lunchbox or whatever you like in this huge, massive opening down below. Pushing this back forward, it just stops in place. To our right, the red and blue stitching just doesn't end. I'm such a big fan of the way they finished off this interior. And to our right, underneath this white two-tone, texturized finish, which is not leather, it's some type of high quality fabric. If I find out what it's called, I'll put it over the screen. Anyways though, you've got this little storage compartment. You can place like your phone or your glasses. Then down below you have your traditional glove box design, and to our right, the Bose sound system speakers are finished in this futuristic, like brushed dark metal, and on either side the styling with them, the angles completely finish off the vibe of the vehicle. A few last really cool things I want to highlight within the interior that just finish off the design in such a cool way. First off, coming to the steering wheel, you have this really nice LCD outline. So this actually works in conjunction with your Super Cruise. So when you're driving and it's enabled, this is gonna be green, I believe. And then if something happens or the car wants you to focus, this will turn red to get your attention. Looking around as this steering wheel is finished, and it's very thick and nicely feeling leather all around with your RST logo, the first edition logo down below. It's just the way it's designed looks so futuristic, doesn't it? To our left, with the AC vents, you also have like this very nice tone of red that kind of amplify and make a halo effect around each and every single AC vent around the vehicle. I love how when they're designing these new EV vehicles, whether it's a truck or a car, they're being so creative. They really want to make a statement that you are buying a piece of technology, something that is marking a big step into the future. And I'm just so excited to see what the future beholds in front of us with this pickup truck. It's offering so much that so many of us will really value it. Like imagine trailing your track car, your Z06 Dakota, having it self-drive you on the freeway and not spending any money on gas. And I've spent like thousands of dollars trailing cars across the country. Two more things to highlight. You do have an HD rear view camera setup similar to our C8 Corvette. And then you have a massive glass roof over the top that is fixed. And here we go, now we're in the back. Look how much space we've got out here, honestly. And then we have the midgate lower just to show you what you're dealing with. I mean, like anything that your mind throws at you creativity-wise. If you want to bring your kayak to the lake, go ahead and pop this midgate down and you're all set. Oh, nice, the seatbelts actually have a blue outline as well around them. So all together, I think the package that this is offering, I think I like it more than like it's a Cybertruck for sure and other new EV trucks coming on the market, because it's got a nice blend of quality, practicality, technology, speed, you name it. This is going to mark a new generation, and I cannot wait. All right, here we go, exiting the Motor Club. What do you think of the all-new Silverado EV? Honestly, I'm just so excited about it. And again, if you are getting like a Z06 Corvette or something special like that, imagining having that as your toy car hauler, right? Not paying any money on gas, trailing it with the Super Cruise features and so forth. So exciting, the amount of technology it offers. But anyways, though, let's go ahead and hop inside the Corvette that and get going with our day. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button to help me out and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. Yeah, the C8, something special with what Chevrolet's doing. I mean, the interior quality, their designs, it's getting next level. Anyways, let's get going and head back into the center of LA. I'll see all of you in the next episode.